Hi. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, shit. Bakapon, hello everyone. It really do be me.
Hi. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Bro, this week has been such a year. I'm telling you what. And I'm so tired, and I'm ready to maybe do 2 of these? Maybe do 2 of these, and then I gotta go to work early tomorrow, man. I've got a fucking deadline. I'm so tired. But I hope that you've all been doing well. It's time to hold some hands, and I'm ready. I'm ready to... I mean, I guess it's not hand-holding yet. We're babies. I mean, we can hand-hold, but like in the baby way. Alright, let's start. It was another scorching summer day. The kind where no sooner had you finished 1 cup of water, you already filling it up again. Everyone else had something on, so that afternoon it was just you and Shiloh. This didn't happen much, especially since COVID arrived. Without Lizzie around, Shiloh looked to you for all the answers. It made you feel anxious. Where the fuck is anxious? Not frustrated. The frustrated is also correct, I guess. Nothing really is wrong. It's not pleased. It's not nothing really. It has to be frustrated. Even as like a baby, I did not like being given all of the decisions. There's a lot. Maku was an easily overwhelmed baby. Speaking of, I got a shirt that says, hold on there, partner. I'm overstimulated. I came in today and I'm like, yeah, great. I'm gonna not wear this tomorrow, but I'm gonna wear this at work at some point. He was always wanting to hear what you thought instead of giving his own opinion and expecting you to come up with the plans. It was hard work, especially for such a hot day. Real. You drained yet another drink and frowned at the empty vessel. Your thirst was gone, but you still craved something icy cold and refreshing. Something sweet. Something like a fucking popsicle. Easy. You wanted something fruity, I hate myself. Fruity and brightly colored. And that is very true. I love popsicles. I'll take, like, fruit flavored, like, tart, like, fruity stuff over something that's kind of creamy, like ice cream, any day. Maybe that's a hot take. Yo, Hero. Hi, Slow. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. There was nothing like that to be found at home. You knew that without needing to look. Your moms didn't keep sweets in the house. Damn. I've never... My family, like, loves sweets. So, I never really got the entire thing of families withholding treats from you as a child. I don't know, I really liked fruit as well. But anyway... Slow, it's so nice to see you. I hope that you've been doing well. I know it's only been a couple of days, but man, these days sure have been days, haven't they? Outside, there were plenty of places where such goodies could be obtained, but they were shops and demanded payment in exchange for their products. You voiced your predicament out loud. You sighed. As much as you really wanted that treat, it wasn't going to happen.
What's wrong?
I want a popsicle. Shiloh, who had been draped over the sofa, perked up.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I saw Saribot say something about, like, and I thought, I was so scared. I thought that my stream had fucking cut out again. But no, I guess you guys are having an ad break. Enjoy that ad. We don't have any money here. We don't have any here, and I don't have any money.
Oh, let me see. Let me check if I have any.
Shiloh rummaged in his backpack and proudly produced an assortment of coins, plus 1 stray button. You set the button aside and counted the coins in neat piles. Just over $1. You announced this to Shiloh. He had almost certainly come to the same conclusion, but he'd been watching you expectantly. It's not enough. This is something I would say. I wouldn't say it's a start. I would just like, no, this isn't it.
Sorry.
We'll just need to find some more. No worries.
Okay.
The two of you lifted couch cushions, stuck tiny hands down deep crevices in the sofa and under furniture, and scoured the back of drawers. Most of what you found was useless or gross. Bent paper clips, fluffy wisps of dust, or sandy crumbs, but every so often, one of you would strike silver or bronze and add it to the growing pile of coins. Welcome back from Agile, everyone. Dusty and disheveled from checking every room and squinting into every tiny nook, the two of you finished fooling your finds. Shiloh held his breath as you counted the coins once again. $2.53 and 2 buttons. You didn't know when the second button had decided to join the party, but you were too pleased with your successful haul to throw it out.
Is that enough?
You figured he knew the answer without looking to you for confirmation, but the thrill of your success and the reward that would follow canceled out any other feelings you might have had about that. Yeah! $2 is enough for 2 popsicles, homie? Yo, times weren't as hard as they were now. Times weren't as hard as they are now. $2? That's crazy. You could now afford something at the shops. Just one thing, but that was infinitely better than none. Shiloh clapped his hands.
Yay!
The two of you had dashed outside. The promise of sugar buoyed you onto your destination where, breathless but happy, you stared at the overwhelming number of options. You knew what you wanted, but it wasn't just you who had contributed to the funds to get the treat. He seemed to notice your pause.
Aren't you getting a popsicle?
Shiloh asked, though he was entirely separate from the decision, rather than someone... Shiloh asked as though he was entirely separate from the decision, rather than someone with a stake in the outcome.
Do you mind?
Shiloh cocked his head to the side.
It was your idea. You should choose.
You went ahead and got what you wanted originally. Are you sure it's really okay? You tried to get something you both wanted anyway. You know what, homie? Let's try... You scoured my house with me. Let's look for something together. As a fun little family. It wasn't fair for you to be the only one to decide when he'd been a main factor in making this happen. Some of the money came directly from his backpack. What do you like?
All of them. They're so good.
You pressed further. But what do you really like? Popsicles or ice creams? Which is your favorite?
It's so hard to pick. I don't know.
Frustrated, you cut to the heart of the matter. You want me to choose?
Yeah!
And that was that. You got the dessert you wanted originally and hoped Shiloh would actually like it too. Finally, the reward for all your hard work was in your hands. You sucked on the fruity popsicle you'd bought. The icy treat cooled you down perfectly and the zesty flavor was refreshing. I love popsicles, dude. I love popsicles. You held it out to Shiloh so he could take a turn. He shook his head.
You can finish it.
Just compromise and get a creamsicle. Oh, creamsicles are okay. Again, like the orange creamsicles. They're like fine. I just like popsicles, man. You didn't want any? After everything he did to help get it? That was weird. But you accepted the offer. You tried to include Shiloh. You hesitated. Oh, Shiloh, buddy. Even if Shiloh said it was okay, every story you'd ever seen on TV or read in a book said that sharing was caring. You stood your ground, even as the treat started to trickle dangerously towards your fingers. It's only fair that you have some. We both bought it.
But you wanted more. You wanted more than I do, and getting to play was a lot of fun already. So, you can have it. That's more fair.
Homie. You held it out to him. I want you to have some even more than I want to finish it, so eat your part. Relenting, Shiloh took the treat and gave it a taste. His eyes lit up.
Thank you. It's really good. Thank you.
You smiled, pleased with your good deed.
You picked the best one.
He's too good a kid. Yeah, he's a sweet little guy. Did he mean that? Shiloh was always nice no matter what happened. Even if he hated it, you knew he wouldn't say so. Maybe he thought it was gross and that's the real reason he didn't want to take some? You had no idea. You studied him as he ate a little more. He had every appearance of enjoying himself. Still weird. The two of you began to head back home as he ate. You walked side by side on the shore in silence, but your thoughts kept drifting to the boy beside you. Why didn't he speak up for himself? It was almost as if Shiloh didn't know how to say what he felt or was too afraid to. You figured that was his problem. Damn. Are you scared of me? You thought that was kind of sad. Are we friends? Shiloh, are we friends, buddy? Shiloh opened his eyes wide, seemingly caught off guard by the blunt question.
Yeah, I think so.
He says that, but friends should be able to talk to each other without being scared. If Shiloh wouldn't do that, were you even really friends at all? He rubbed his hands together nervously over your non-reaction.
I'm sorry.
You weren't sure how sorry he could be without knowing what he's even apologizing for, but you shook your head. You didn't do anything. It was true. Shiloh hadn't done anything mean. He'd gone out of his way to make you happy. That didn't seem like it should be a bad thing, yet it bothered you. Hi, Wef. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that your day has been going well. I know it is Tuesday, so, you know, at the very least, Monday is over. The passage of time is ever-flowing, and, I am stressed. Give me a second while I go grab my water bottle. It's, like, right behind me. I'm back. I'm kind of concerned for the little guy now. Why? I mean, yeah, like, same, but, like, I would like to hear your thoughts. We love being hydrated. I just don't know if you like me. It's like it doesn't matter what I do, you're gonna act the same. I could be anybody and you wouldn't care.
No, I like you. I really, really like you, Maku. I want to be friends.
Okay. You smiled hesitantly at him, and his fidgeting ceased. Even though you weren't sure if you believed him, this was only making things worse. You decided that maybe there were all types of friends. If Shiloh wasn't able to do things differently, this would have to be alright. Shiloh made you unsure about setting a label on the experience of spending the afternoon with just him. There had been good times, and there had been confusing ones. You were positive of one thing, at least. The treat was delicious, and that was nice. The sun was low on the horizon as you returned to your neighborhood. There, you spotted two very familiar figures up ahead, Lizzie and Cove. You opened your mouth to make your presence known to them, just as you saw the tears on Cove's face. Oh my god, Cove, why are you crying, homie? You walked straight over, Shiloh at your heels. Once there, you... What, Cove, what happened, homie? Like, ask what... Why would I immediately blame Lizzie? She hasn't done... She's just chilling there. Without a time machine, the only way you were going to find out was by asking the witnesses. Lizzie might have done something, but she could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even come to Cove's aid. You wanted to hear the whole story. Cove, what happened?
Max.
Oh, I forgot my name was Max. I forgot that my name was Max. Some better news. I reached 30 subs. Congrats! Oh my goodness! Congrats on 30 subs. What a big heckin' accomplishment. I'm very proud of you. He took a deep, steadying breath. He seems a little anxious. I kind of feel for kids who experience anxiety that early. Honestly, real. Yeah, that's fair. Some grandparents got mad at me. Party up. Hell yeah.
Aw, sorry.
It's very Canadian sounding. Sorry. Just putting like the most Canadian accent on Shiloh from now on. Lizzie jerked her head in the direction of a nearby house. Your heart sunk. You knew exactly what had happened. Every year, the same mean old couple rented out that condo for the summer. You, Lizzie, and Shiloh knew to stay away from them, but Cove couldn't have. They're like that with everyone. Even your mom struggled to find anything nice to say about them, but the elderly pair particularly took offense to kids. Is it true you Canadians say the word A after every sentence? I wouldn't necessarily say after every sentence. But, we do say the word A after a lot of sentences. I'll be honest, I didn't know the Canadian accent was real until I marathon Trailer Park Boys. I like how it was Trailer Park Boys. And I like that it was Trailer Park Boys that really cemented the fact that Canadians have an accent. I went to visit some family in California once. And, my cousins and I, my Canadian cousins and I were all, like, kind of, like, chatting and stuff. And we have, like, our other American cousins with us in the car while we were driving around LA. And, there was one of them who was so, like, quiet. And we're like, hey, like, are you okay? Because, you know, like, she was also the youngest out of all of us. So it was kind of like oh, you know, maybe she feels a little awkward because we all kind of grew up around each other. But she was, like, by the time that we were, like, teenagers, she was, like, a toddler. So, yeah, so we were like, hey, you know, like, are you okay? What's going on? And she was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. It's just that, sometimes your accent makes it really difficult to understand what you guys are saying. I didn't realize until then that, like, maybe my Canadian accent was, like, a little too crazy. But even then, I still don't think it's that crazy. Maybe we were just talking extremely fast. There's also, like, a sort of cadence. I don't know, my Canadian cousins were being a little silly, and they were playing up, like, a very specific, cadence. And, but they didn't realize that the way that they speak was, already kind of like that, just naturally. Yeah, okay. It didn't matter if they were really nice, like Cove. Yeah, Lizzie said... Lizzie drew herself up at that. She looked pointedly in your direction.
I was helping. That's cool. Is there anything I can do?
No. I'm just gonna stay away.
Or you could teach them a lesson.
There was a devilish glint in her eyes. What?
You should ding-dong ditch them. Go ring the doorbell and run. It'll be great because they're so slow, they'll never catch you.
I understand that as a U.S. Southerner, I try to downplay my accent, but it comes out if I'm really excited about something or drunk. That's real. Oh, like, you got the howdy y'all accent? That's so fun. I was talking to one of my coworkers yesterday, and, like, I was talking about I had a coworker previously who spoke in a very specific way, and it was and I also I also speak that way sometimes, but it's only when I'm, like, getting really riled up and stuff. But then when I was explaining to my coworker the way that, like, because this guy was so funny. Like, the guy that I was talking to them about was so funny. and I was like going through my messages because I used to tell my friends about him all the time because he like the shit that he said, you would not believe that he was a real person. It was so funny. But yeah, no, so for example, there was this time where he went to the bathroom. Yo, hi. What's up? It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. But yeah, no, so there's this one time where he went to the bathroom, came back, and was like, yo, Maku, tell me how the fuck, like, I'm gonna, like, write an email or some shit. I'm gonna write a fucking complaint. Like, tell me how the fuck am I supposed to take a fucking piss if I keep getting electrocuted by the fucking door? Like, what kind of static bullshit? Like, how am I supposed to take a fucking piss if I can't even, like, escape the wrath of God when I'm when I'm trying to take a fucking leak? And I was just like... I started laughing and he was just like, no, like, for real? Like, real shit? The way that... He was like, real shit? It's the way that, like, you know, this activates my fight or flight. Except the flight is my need to pee. I was like, what the fuck? I miss you, homie. I hope you're doing well. Not quite, because depending on where you go, the southern accent is different. It's more really fast with a twang. Think more like how the cast of Walking Dead sound, but less exaggerated. I've not actually watched The Walking Dead. I've watched some episodes of it. My brother was really into it. But I didn't actually watch it. I watched up until, like, there was that character. It was very early. There was that lady with her daughter, and she was, like, going insane because she was looking for her daughter. And then it turns out her daughter was just in the barn with, like, she was already a heckin' Zambambo. I heard a phrase you're saying. Which phrase?
It's my hacking business.
Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. I love water. That's dumb. I don't want to go near them ever again. By the way, Maku, yes? What's up? What can I do for you, King?
You're just saying that because you're a chicken. It's me, Raven. It's nice to see you, Raven.
Cove glared, but didn't take the bait. Lizzie turned to you. I got a new Twitch. Nice. I'm happy for you.
You're not a chicken, are you?
Yeah. You'd rather just avoid them. You thought they deserved worse is crazy. I'd rather just avoid them, dude. I'm like a little baby. You looked at the house. Behind those closed doors lurked two beings, rich in years but poor in patience. That's crazy. That line kind of goes hard. Maybe they deserved retaliation. Maybe they didn't. But that punishment wouldn't be coming from you. It was safer to stay far away from them, especially since Cove took their outburst to heart. I just had to mess with you, and thank you. My break didn't go for too long. Couldn't stay away. Honestly, that's fair. You gotta do what you gotta do. Even, like, the tiniest break, right? So, like, just a bit of a heads up for this next week, I guess. I'm not gonna be streaming next week. Fucking Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter Wild is coming out on Friday. You're not gonna see me for the next week. I may or may not decide to stream suddenly, but there's not going to be a stream schedule. I want to play Monster Hunter. I already do not have enough time, and I want to have the time to enjoy Monster Hunter. My computer cannot handle... I do not believe that my computer can handle streaming and playing Monster Hunter at the same time. So I'm going to choose to enjoy the video game. Lucky you, but fair. Yay. I'm very excited. Amen. Yay. Yeah, like, I played, heckin'... What's it called? I played Gundam Breaker 4 on stream exactly one time, and I was so afraid for my life it actually destroyed my computer. Yo, same here. If you start a guild, can I join? Honestly, yeah, sure. I don't know if I'll ever make a guild, but that would be so fun-wee. I'm not doing it either.
Another chicken for the coop. This is a hen house now.
If we're chickens, you're a lizard, Lizzie. She wagged her tongue at his face.
Still better than a bird brain. Chicken.
The condo door opened, revealing one of the two culprits. The old man's wizened face was set in a scowl, which was to say he looked exactly like he always did when you saw him. Maybe that was his normal face. What are you kids doing loitering outside my house? Or maybe he was just always in a terrible mood.
Nothing.
I also got a new game. Nice. Which game did you get? Nothing! He repeated the word as if it was the greatest crime anyone could commit. Nothing good, more like! Get lost! It wasn't as if he owned the space outside the house, but Cove's eyes, still red from his earlier tears, were wide, and you thought it would be best to heed the old man's command. One Piece Unlimited World Red. Oh, nice! I love that for you. I've been crocheting very slowly because I'm not going to beat the old man allegations, but I've been very slowly crocheting a Luffy for someone as a gift. And I finished the head, so... Well, it's finished, but also I need to buy, like, fabric glue. I don't have fabric glue. I have jewelry glue, but I don't think it will work. Maku has an abundance of crafty hobbies. Lizzie took off, with Shiloh immediately trailing after her without so much as a glance back in your direction. So much for your friendship. You waved your arm at Cove, summoning him to follow you, and ran after Lizzie. The old man's hollers propelled you all from the street to the sanctity of the hill. Only once you were safe did you notice the stitch in your chest and the ache of your legs. You flopped down, the blades of grass tickling your face. Lizzie, who had taken the lead in the end, was already lazing on the ground. The four of you took a moment to catch your breath and enjoy the feeling of cool grass against your skin.
Cove.
Cove lifted his head.
I told you there were mean grandparents around here.
Cove rolled his eyes, then decided this wasn't dismissive enough and rolled his whole body away from your sister. Still doing YouTube? Literally, King, I am! You can, in fact, go onto my YouTube channel and see that I am streaming to YouTube as well. Lizzie chose to ignore his response and started chatting to Shiloh, who eagerly joined in the conversation. Did you call me King? Yeah. I've been calling everyone some level of king or queen or monarch. In the back of your mind, you knew you'd be second fiddle again to Shiloh once Lizzie came around. It always went like that. And it was fine. Still felt a little sad about how much time you spent together. It was always annoying. No one ever done that. Oh, you know, king supporting kings. It was fine. Whatever. Shiloh could prefer Lizzie as much as he wanted to, because I have Cove.
Hi, Kumo. It's nice to see you.
Kumo, you should be, like, let me just double check. You should be a mod now. Yes, you are. Good.
Pokapon! Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Kumo is a mod now on YouTube. Awesome. Where is the game?
Kumo, how are you doing? It's nice to see you.
I go by King of Games or King of Anime. It's crazy. There were other things to attend to anyway. You wriggled closer to Cove. He had calmed down for the most part and was inspecting a flower. His fingers pinched the stem and tilted the white petals towards him. Love that sheet. Hell yeah.
That's a poppy.
Cove glanced at you in acknowledgement, then back to the flower.
And the type of poppies on this hill have the name white linen poppy. Mom told me.
I'm fine. I just got off work. I'm tired. Oh my god. Got to go. It's so late. Have a good night, Raven.
I hope that you have a good evening.
Also, Kumo, I'm so glad that you're off of work.
He quirked a smile.
That's funny. He ran a finger along the edge of the petals.
It doesn't feel like cloth. You'd need a lot of them to make anything.
He nodded and released a delicate plant. Evaluation complete.
This is my favorite kind of flower, but I didn't know what it was called. Thanks.
But you have fun. Your stream is like watching a show, and you can call me Brigade, Dragonelle, or King. Homie, your like list of names is just increasing, bro. My brain is too fucking small for that shit. Like, my fucking last name is just literally the animal I am. Oh, fuck, dude. That's crazy. Type your own answer.
It's mine too.
I love sunflowers. I like roses. I love pick tulips. Buttercups are great. Orchids are most special. My favorite are snapdragons. Hibiscuses. Bro, I'm 8. You think I know what fucking hibiscuses are? No. I like all flowers. Peonies are pretty. I don't care about flowers. I only know what my mom tells me. My favorite flower. Right.
Hiyamaku, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for dropping by. I hope that you have a good evening. Sleep well.
I love sunflowers. I love sunflowers, truly. They're one of my favorite flowers, but my favorite flowers... Please don't capitalize or pluralize the word. My favorite flower is Morning Glory.
A Morning Glory, huh? Neat.
Rhododendron is a good one. My name literally being a pun about what I am. Yeah, real. I love Morning Glories.
Thanks.
You moved onto your back with a small smile and looked at the darkening sky. The blanket of clouds reminding you of a thick throw you curled up under on cold, rainy days. Morning Glories are based, right? They're so cute. I like them. You wondered if the clouds would be as soft. They lazily floated on by, splitting from each other, merging and morphing into new shapes. You saw a dolphin, you saw a car, you saw an alpaca. I didn't know what an alpaca was when I was 8 years old. Like straight up. Like, I'm stupid. I didn't know what an alpaca was when I was 8 years old. Saw cloud shapes, saw a smiley face. I saw a dolphin. You know, like my dolphin, Merryweather, the Prince of Dolphins. You saw a dolphin leaping through the sky. You nudged Cove and pointed to it.
Look! A dolphin!
Cove joined you in gazing skywards.
Yeah, I see it. Really? No, but I like dolphins.
Thanks, Cove! Thanks! Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the support.
No, I don't see it, Maku. I'm sorry. But, you know, I like dolphins.
Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate the support, buddy.
Hey.
He chuckled at your reaction. Look upon an ad break is starting. Alright, enjoy ad jail, everyone. All the sun's lights faded from the sky and the moon rose higher. Lizzie got to her feet, dusting strands of grass from her bare legs, and surveyed her surroundings. Yeah, buddy, you're tweaking a bit, but whatever makes you happy. No, and isn't that, like, the biggest homie move of them all? Like, yeah, homie, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I got you. Sure. You see a dolphin? Bet. Sure, fantastic. I love that for you. Cove's got my back. We don't get ads. It's true, if you're over on YouTube, you don't get ads. The ocean, visible from the crest of the hill, beckoned with every sweep of the tide.
Let's go to the beach!
It's fucking evening, sis! There was no argument from the other two. Shiloh was still Shiloh, and Cove would never say no to going to the shore. He was a child of the sea. You... You know what? Yeah, I would want to go to the beach too. Let's go. Let's go to the beach. So you eagerly joined the others in descending the hill down to the water. You stepped onto the sand for the second time that day, but it felt different at night. The beach was nearly quiet at this hour. Abandoned sandcastles and footsteps in the sand, too big to belong to any of you, were the only indication of how busy it had been only hours earlier. Agile is over and the inmates are free. Welcome back. The four of you kicked shoes off and removed socks and walked along the water's edge. The waves tickled your feet.
I wonder what would happen if you tried to take a bath in the ocean with shampoo and everything.
That would be bad for the fish. Cove with the biggest brain. Again, I was stupid. I wouldn't have thought that it would be bad for the fish when I was a young baby.
Jeez. I didn't say anyone would do it. Jeez, you don't have to be so serious about everything.
Lizzie being an advocate for pollution. That's crazy. You're the one who asked what would happen. That is what would happen. It hurt the fishes.
I like bubble baths at home. They're a lot of fun. Me too! Bubble baths are luxurious.
You never heard Lizzie use that word before.
Mommy loves to have bubbles in her bath. She'll turn the lights off and have candles. I'm gonna do that next time.
And Mommy is so real for that, honest to God.
Hey, when's your mom coming to pick you up anyway? Not for a while. She's busy.
What about your dad? How come you never talk about him? Nobody does. Cove, you can't ask that, buddy!
Don't you know you're not supposed to ask something like that? Why would somebody want to talk about something they never talk about?
I would die for Shiloh, by the way. Yeah, Shiloh's just a baby! He's just a little baby! You kept your eyes on the ground, watching your toes get swallowed up by waves. Even if Shiloh never seemed upset when this topic came up, it made you feel awkward just for having both of your moms.
It's okay. I'm like Lizzie and Maku. I don't have a dad. But I don't have two moms. I just have one, and she's really great.
Oh my god, he's just a baby! Oh, sorry. I only have one now, too. My mom isn't here. She's back home. It's just my dad with me.
Sorry. Oh, I never had a dad or anything, so I don't feel bad. It's really sad that your mom is gone.
Cove nodded. Oh my god, these children are so emotionally intelligent. Like, these children are so emotionally mature. Protect Shiloh. Actually, protect all of them. Yeah, they're all babies. You joked about Shiloh's mom getting together with Cove's dad is wild! No, that's crazy! Don't... What the fuck? Me and my homies hate Lizzie. Oh my god, she's also a baby. She's probably the most baby out of all of them. Like, she's like the most, like, accurate depiction of a baby. Choose that option? No, that's crazy. I didn't say anything. That's fucked up, man. You couldn't come up with something you thought would make the conversation any less awkward, so you kept quiet. It was safer that way. I'll get with Cove's dad is wild. The silence broke with a splash as Lizzie kicked in your direction. Cold water and sodden sand splattered against your legs. Don't do it. Cove's dad lives for NTR only is insane. That's wild. Lizzie giggled, foot still outstretched from the kick. Cove joined in, striking the incoming waves to make a splash of his own. Shiloh scurried out of Cove's spray zone with a grin. I retaliated. What the hell? Fuck all of you. You used your foot to smack the water pooling around you, sending an arc of sea foam flying back to you onto your sister. You laughed as she spluttered, some of the salty seawater having landed in her mouth. She spat it out. Yuck! Lizzie chased you, intent on revenge. You dashed up and down the coast, taking it in turns to be the predator and the prey, as well as joining forces to take down Shiloh or Cove. Take that! Alliances were silently forged and wordlessly broken. Everything was fair game in war. Shiloh's brief exclamation was drowned out by the biggest splash yet, caused by him falling face first onto the ground. Take that, Shiloh. That would have been bad enough without the wave that followed, cascading over his prone body. Oh my god! Shiloh got clapped! Shiloh sat up, shaking his head like a dog coming in from the rain, as you all hurried over to check on him. His hair was plastered to his head, and his soaked clothes clung. If there was any part of him that was still dry, you couldn't see it. That was crazy! Are you okay?
Yeah, my foot got stuck and I fell over.
You Dumbo.
Way to go, Shiloh, you Dumbo. You offered him some help up. Let him get up by himself is wild. Shiloh didn't take your outstretched hand. After a moment, you dropped it. Oh, okay, well, fuck you too, damn. Lizzie was too busy snickering to notice and held her hand out to Shiloh too. He reached over and took it. Okay! 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 Oh, alright! Okay, I see how it is. Okay. Alright, fine. Okay, sure. So slowly, he started to pull himself from the ground. Then he slipped onto slick sand, dragging him and Lizzie down just in time for another wave to hit. Take that! That's what you fucking deserve. Fuck you. These are kids. The water rolled over them.
Sorry.
What were the odds of that happening twice in a row? You thought they must be low, but there's no way Shiloh would do something like that on purpose and pretend it was an accident, especially not to Lizzie. I guess he hates you. Even if your relationship with Shiloh felt unclear, he did at least like her a lot. Lizzie was his favorite, right? Smiling boldly, Lizzie extracted herself from the ground and wiped a streak of sand from her cheek. She didn't intend to let this embarrass her. Shiloh got up again as well, this time without incident. He still looked like a drowned puppy, but that didn't stop Cove laughing at the two of them. Okay. With that, it was time to call a day. The four of you made the journey back home, leaving a trail of wet footsteps and sand in your wake. Damp clothes may have weighed down some of the group, but your spirits were high. Your arms swung side to side as a cool breeze flowed past. Your moms were outside chatting to Cove's dad.
We're back!
Your mom's faces fell as they took in the state you were all in, ranging from messy to soaked.
No.
Elizabeth, is that all you have to say for yourself? You brought half the beach back with you. They certainly did. What's Marigold going to do when she comes to get Shiloh? Is that how you want him to be for the long drive home? Cold and filthy? These kids are rich. They can run away. That's... Yeah. Lizzie's expression turned sulky over the scolding. Being the oldest could be fun, but it also meant she was the first to get in trouble when something went wrong. Mr. Holden, on the other hand, chuckled as he ruffled Cove's matted hair. You've been out making memories, Bucko? I'm glad you had a good time with your friends. Cove used his slightly moist cast arm to push his dad off. Mr. Holden's eyes widened when he noticed that he had gotten wet. Even that had gotten wet, sorry. Now he was worried too. I think they could have found a less risky way to spend time and had just as much fun. That might be right. Kids, what can you do? Come on, Cove, let's go get you cleaned up and dried off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone. Hello! Kaio, thank you so much. Be rated. I am being rated. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Thank you so much for the follow.
That's crazy. Thank you so much. How are you? Hello, Raiders. How are you? Thank you for dropping by. My name is Maku Tanuki, and I am a silly Tanuki VTuber. I enjoy singing, and I like playing silly little games, sometimes like visual novels like this, and I cry over fictional men. It is so nice to see you. I hope that you've all been doing well, and Kaio, thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I hope that you've all been doing well, but yes, what have you been up to? What were you playing? And honestly, if you guys feel like you need to go, like, raid and dash and take care of yourself, please, by all means, go for it. I appreciate you dropping on by. I'm good, despite the fact my chat made me play this very game without my glasses. Oh my god! That sounds like an adventure. That's crazy. How have you been enjoying this game, though? I just started, streaming this last week. And so we're still on chapter 1. I adore it, right? It's so cute. It's so cute. We're still on chapter 1, so we're still, like, 8 years old. They're so cute. The characters and everything, so cute. And I love the writing as well. Blind gang unite. Yeah, real. I played it a lot and so happy to play it on stream. Off stream, I've played, I actually completed Cove's Route off stream before, way back when this game came out. But I decided to play it again because I haven't played the other ones yet. Actually, that's a lie. I played Baxter's Route. I haven't played... There was one more, and I haven't played it yet. But I intend to go through all of them because I love it. This game is amazing, and it's so cute. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite hand to hold? I played it for 3 streams already, and I'm only down 6 moments. But off stream, I'm almost done with step 2. A favorite. Yes, do you have, like, a favorite hand to hold? There are, you know, like, 3. And it is also very difficult. They're all very sweet. Choosing between Cove and Derek. Oh my god, yeah, no, Derek is so cute. It's very difficult. We're gonna get to it soon. Well, I don't know how soon is soon, but we will eventually get to step 2, where we meet Derek, and Derek is so sweet. Derek is so sweet, guys. He's so cute. I'm a mess of a person. I'm a mess of a human being. I'm a mess of a tanuki. Wait, I didn't piece together that Baxter's from this game. Yeah. So, I'm a mess of a tanuki being, and my personal favorite is Baxter. I love Baxter. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Help. I'm a mess. You'll see. If I gotta choose, it has to be Derek. He's so sweet. Derek is so sweet. I get it. He's so cute. Derek and his family. Derek's entire family is so sweet. I get it. And it's like, I know Cove is, like, obviously the main boy, and he's also very, very good. If there's, like, anything, I just wish that, like, the other characters, like Derek and Baxter, also had more stuff. but also like this game is fantastic. Like Cove has so much things past like the main story, and it's great. And I wish that the others had the same, but also I get it. I love this game so much. But thank you again so much for the raid. And then we have Kumo over here in my chat, whose favorite is Cove's dad. And I get it. Cove's dad is a sweet little guy. I love Cove and he's the best boy, but I gotta choose Derek. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. So real. Yeah, right? Cove's dad is just a little guy. I like him. Cove's dad is great. Yeah, I get it. I understand. It's just so funny. I'm tweaking from the simping. You're so real for that. Give me a quick second. I love a sweet older man that needs another parent for his child. What can I say? Old man Yaoi is wild. I get it. I get it. I understand. Sometimes you just you feel the you feel the call. You hear the call to be a co-parent. Anyways, gotta run because I'm hungry, so I'll let you play and let Kumo simp for the single difference in peace. Thank you again so much, Kaio, for the raid. I appreciate it, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening or time zone, whichever, if it is evening, if it is morning, if it is afternoon. I hope that you have a wonderful time zone. And I hope that you enjoy your meal. Thank you. DILF is crazy. Being auto-corrected from DILF to difference is crazy.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We want that cast to be reset. Cove winced at the thought.
Okay.
Okay. That a boy. Mr. Holden casually bent down and plucked Cove up from the ground, ultimately holding Cove against his chest. Sand was already transferring from Cove onto him, but that didn't seem to bother Mr. Holden. Cove protested being carried, but only got a reassuring pat on the back for his trouble.
Take care.
Goodbye, Cove. Thank you for the talk, Cliff.
Night, Tanuki family. And Shiloh, too. Resigned to his fate, Cove twisted his body in his dad's arms in order to turn around and wave goodbye. Also, by the way, if you want me to be in voice chat again, keep you company, let me know. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Bet. I could also just go into like, oh, no, you answered hi. Give me a second. Give me a second. Wait, that's just the wrong one. Come on, there we go.
You're sick. not even a second after I sent the message. You're like, oh, for real? On God?
Oh, I was gonna just like let you rest because I know you said you just got back from work. I was just like, okay, cool.
No, this is what I needed.
And then it was like, no, I'll voice Cove's dad. I'm like, okay, bet. Damn, I gotta call my dad now.
Oh shit, man.
Thanks for not NTRing anyone, Pops. What the fuck? That's wild, homie.
Pookie Bear like that.
Don't slander my
Not into
Pookie Bear is
NTR.
crazy. That's crazy.
my Pookie, my Shayla.
My Shayla.
Are you gonna also stream the game to me?
Oh, right.
That would kind of help, maybe.
That would help. Give me a second. There we go.
Thank you.
Smiling, you waved back.
Good night.
Fine, fine.
Well, we'd better do what we can to fix you guys up too. Come on, everybody inside. I want you to march straight to the downstairs bathroom.
Oh,
I
whoa,
wish-
Whoa.
I wish I could read. Hey, did you know that
Remember,
Maku
guys,
doesn't
did you know?
remember? Maku doesn't know how to read.
Did you know that one subscription to the Maku Tanuki channel equals one new reading lesson?
One new reading lesson. Fund my education. I don't know how to read. One sub to the Maku Tanuki channel is is a one reading lesson. And then one sub to the Kumulo Nimbus channel is one writing lesson.
One writing lesson, yes.
Together we'll be literate.
Crazy. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we will form one smart person. But for now, not quite.
Don't blame. He looks like he steals girlfriends. He does because he's so beautiful. I get it.
He's
Fine,
gorgeous.
fine.
I love him.
I've been listening since
Oh.
the raid and what? Hi, Shin. Thank you so much for popping in and voicing your confusion because I too am confused.
My mistake, original gangster. I thought this was a safe space, okay? I thought this was a
I
safe
thought this was
space.
a safe. I have been carrying this PC for 15 minutes. What are you doing,
I beg your
Omi?
pardon?
Omi, what are you talking
you okay?
about? Why are you carrying the PC? And hearing hysteric laughing. Yeah, welcome to the Maku Tanuki channel.
Welcome to Kumo Maku collabs, guys.
Welcome to Kumo Maku collabs. I'm sold. Thank you.
Oh hell yes! Oh hell yes!
Help. Thank you for
Thank
following.
you for the follow.
Help. That's so funny.
Getting a follow for the bare minimum of being extremely normal, guys.
We're extremely normal, everyone.
We're so totally
We're
normal.
so normal.
all the time.
Hey, so I said it when you guys came in, Raiders, if you're still here, but I do cry about fictional men a lot because I am extremely normal, so this is going to be an adventure.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a blowtorch under my pillow, homie.
What?
Homie!
You know what? You'll fit right in.
Oh yeah, you know what? Fine, that's fair.
You'll fit right in. That's nasty work. You know, I don't want to know. I don't want to know why you have it under your pillow, because it's probably none of my concern.
I just hope that you stay safe.
Yeah. And a who? Oh! Oh, brother! I hope that's registered and licensed. That's crazy.
I've cooked fries and pasta with it before. Honestly, King Slay.
With a blowtorch?
Honestly, Monarch Slay. Also use a heat gun to heat the pasta up.
You know what? My
Slay.
mistake. I shouldn't have asked. My bad.
Slay. Okay.
Ugh.
Yes, Mom. Okay, Lizzie's mom. Don't worry about stopping to wipe your feet on the mat this time. That won't do much good tonight.
They're gonna be vacuuming sand off the floor.
Yeah,
for
real.
months.
That's real. Sitting on an old beach towel your mommy had found, you waited in the hall. Until you were less sandy, you weren't allowed to go to your room or walk around the house. But you did get to eat a sandwich for dinner there. It felt like an indoor picnic. It had been decided that Shiloh would wash first and borrow some of your clothes. He was already finished and packed away in his mom's car. Miss Fields had come to collect him a little while ago. It was a bit of a funny experience seeing him without that hat on for once. Lizzie, being much more soaked than you, got to go in the tub next. It wasn't a bubble bath as she had hoped. This was a no fun allowed cleanup session, and at least that's what she claimed. Not much longer, and it would be your turn. When the bath was done, you'd have to go right to bed. 5 a.m. fun times. Oh my god, is it 5 a.m.?
Happy time zone.
Happy
shit.
time
Jesus
zone.
Christ. 5 a.m. is crazy.
Happy time zone. We love existing in time zones.
Yes.
After a day like this, though, you were glad there weren't going to be any further events. Drifting off to sleep sounded like a great idea. Alright. Fuck, dude. So many fucking...
Yippee!
Yippee!
Okay, let's do Sandcastle.
More sand. Oh.
Oh, we live near the beach. I love water.
I also love water.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey everyone, remember to drink water.
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water, everyone.
It's time to drink water.
And to think about it, my room has 115 decibels of noise in it right now. Awesome. I'm glad to add to that.
Yes, I'm so glad to be part of the problem.
I love being a problem. Remember to always be a hydro homie. Real. Remember to be a hydro homie. I mean, I couldn't hear you two if I didn't have a noise canceling headset. Oh, hell yeah. Imagine canceling noise out to listen to a Kumo Maku clap.
Crazy.
Oh, I'm crying. Okay. Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When him, and Shiloh sat out on the shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. But there was no way he'd be swimming anytime soon. Not with his cast. The waves washed a single shell to shore, glittering in blue. Another reminder of the places he couldn't go. Take that, Cove. Take that, Jesus Christ. From what you'd heard about Cove's old life so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you could tell that he'd do anything to be able to get the cast off. I mean... if... Oh my goodness. What the heck, Kumo? Thank you for paying for my... Thank you for paying for my reading lessons.
now you got 10 out of 10.
You could tell that he'd do
Oh,
anything to
dear.
be able to get the cast off. If I had a cast, I too would like to get it off. Like, I don't know.
Ugh.
Like, make a pact with a witch or something, just to get it off his arm. You thought about how his summer last year must have been totally different from this, with his old home and his mom and dad. But now he was here, with you and Shiloh and Lizzie and everyone else, and he couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad, it had all your favorite things in it, but sitting there on the same beach you'd grown up on, you could understand that not everybody felt the same way about Sunset Bird as you did. Should I sleep? Honestly, King, if it is 5 a.m. and you have not yet slept, perhaps it is something that you should consider. Especially, especially now that an ad break is starting, enjoy ad jail. So maybe it would be a good time to take a little sip, close your eyes, and go to sleep. I had 2 hours of sleep yesterday. You know what? I had... I had 10 hours of uninterrupted sleep last night.
I'm just imagining you like counting on your fingers.
I had to remember when I fell asleep because honestly, one of my friends was just like, "Yo, do you want to watch anime?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Hell yeah.
And I went to my room And then I was like, you know, it's a little too early. A little too early because I know they have, like, to decompress and do some stuff. So I'm going to just lay down on bed. And then I fell asleep and I didn't wake up. So
Oh, damn. Happens to the best of us.
an hour and 48 minutes.
Yo, your circadian rhythm is effed up, bro. Go to sleep.
I feel like if you're willing to make a pact with a witch for cast removal, then you should shoot higher. Maybe a robot arm with a cannon or a polymorphic arm. Honestly, yeah, that's real. Give me an arm that can make the perfect waffles every time.
Hey, yo, I'd do something strange for that. I love waffles.
I fucking love waffles. I have mega insomnia. Oh, that sucks. You should try to go to sleep.
Poor thing.
I like
Insomnia is not
taking
fun.
I like taking EP medicine if I cannot sleep. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
something that could help you.
I mean,
This
for
is-
some people, melatonin just does not work.
Mm-mm-mm. But
It's crazy.
EP medicine doesn't affect me anymore. That's fair. Like, yeah. Honestly, I feel like if you're starting to ask, like, should I go to sleep? Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time, yeah. Maybe it's about time.
I start a new one, it works for the first time, then slowly it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's what medicine does.
I found what helped me with my insomnia was like actually, this is gonna sound crazy, but like actually having a sleep routine to tell my brain that it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, no, that's real.
So not just like laying down going shoo, shoo. I like actually have things I do to prepare to go to bed, and then my brain just like, oh yeah, okay, it's EP time.
I think about wildest worst possible stuff. Honestly,
oh, brother.
Real.
Very real, but also can we like maybe not talk about night? Yeah, okay. Maybe let's not talk about nightmares in chat, shall we?
Let's not talk about nightmares in chat. Okay. You watched him from the corner of your eye quietly, and he finally said aloud what you had been pondering. I wish I could go in.
The water?
No, stupid. The sand.
yeah, no shit, Shiloh. Also,
Yeah.
Cove, if you don't just put a plastic bag over that shit.
Go in the water, but like lift your hand up like you're in fucking school.
Yeah, no, right, exactly.
Yeah. I'll go cook something now. Okay, enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your foodies.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you for the follow and everything. I appreciate it.
Yippee.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna be able to do it soon.
Cove only sighed in response. Apparently soon wasn't soon enough.
It's so pretty, the ocean.
Okay, Shiloh, shut up. Homie's like depressed.
Jesus Christ, man.
Mm-hmm. And huge. There could be anything out there. Like mermaids.
Yeah.
I wish you didn't have a cast. I don't really care as wild. That's crazy work.
Ooh.
Swimming might be fun if we could. Mermaids aren't real is also
Mermaids aren't
crazy.
real. I would never say
That's
that.
crazy shit. I wish you didn't have a cast, homie. Me too. Obviously not interested in hearing much more of your input on the situation, Cove turned back to the water. But as he looked away, something about Shiloh's slow, careful movements caught his eye. This is the moment where Cove levels up and just rips the cast off.
Bro's had enough.
Hey, are you building a sandcastle?
Sort of. I was only playing around while you were talking. I'm listening.
Maybe I could too. I've only made big piles before. You make the big pile and then you dig like a little hole in the bottom and then you hold hands through the hole. You know that shit? I love that shit.
Oh, the masculine urge to dig a hole.
Maku. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh my god!
Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I thought about it. I put some thought before I said
Ooh.
something, and I saved myself.
Thank God. God, that's crazy. That's nasty word.
Oh, how do you do it then? Shiloh's cheeks lit up. You could tell he was a little uncomfortable to have Cove's expectant stare on him. I'll play too. I love making sand stuff. I love making sand stuff.
I love making sand stuff.
Okay.
He put his hands back to seashells and sand and nodded.
I don't do a lot. Here's how I like to get a house started.
Shiloh focused more intently than you'd ever seen him, guided Cove through his process. You happily used your own method. Didn't take long for the three of you to each have humble structures prepared.
That's all. That's all. Kind of. You can do anything now. Like, make it bigger, add some seashells, carve a pretty pattern. I bet you'll have great ideas.
Shiloh's just a baby.
He is
Okay.
just a baby.
I'm gonna make mine bigger. It's gonna be a real castle.
Cool. Cool. This is gonna be a house.
Like, man, that's cool, bro. I'm gonna make a house. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Mine's gonna be huge. I'm gonna make big castles. There's gonna be a moat. Alright, sick. This is my front yard. See, these little sticks are gonna be my picket fence.
Right, no. Yo, look, this is my mom. My mom out of sand and a rock.
Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decided to make. Well, like, I mean, we have a house, we have a castle, we might as well make a fucking mansion. Like, let's,
A mansion.
Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decided to design a mansion. The better part of the next hour was spent focusing on your own work. The boys were the same. Even Shiloh didn't sneak as many peeks at everyone else as he usually did. If something happens to Shiloh, it'll be the start of my villain origin.
Oh god. No, I would literally die for him. I love him.
He's just a
little
baby. You finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you'd built. It seems you got done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Shiloh had grabbed most of the really interesting stuff, and Cove had a lot of the shells, but there were still options. The first thing you reached for was a red bottle cap, blue seashell, green piece of sea glass. You see, I'm biased.
I do like sea glass.
Yeah, you see, I'm biased. I don't know.
Sea brain.
It was the best fit for your mansion, you decided. It was see-through and sparkly, hell yeah. So you put it in a funny place where it'd take a second look to see it. What? Where did I put it?
What the hell? What the fuck did you
Homie,
do?
homie, where did I put it?
It's a mansion. Where are you?
Where did I put it? Pleased with your result, you finally took a proper look around that wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Shiloh seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. I'm gonna look at Cove's sandcastle.
Yes.
The castle Cove had built looked surprisingly tidy, especially for someone in a cast. He must have worked really hard.
Yeah, bro's working double time. He only has one functional arm.
You're right. He wasn't even finished digging the huge gaping moat in front, but it was already enormous. You got the sense from the enthusiasm he was digging with that the doctor was probably going to find a bunch of sand when he finally removed the pink plaster. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The silence was then broken. What's on top of yours, Shiloh? You peeked closer and discovered something shiny sticking out of Shiloh's sand chimney.
Oh, it's a gum wrapper. It looks just like smoke.
He's just
Does
a
it?
baby.
Does it
Thanks.
really? Why was there a gum wrapper on the beach?
I don't know, man. Maybe he pulled it out from his bag.
Maybe.
He has like a little knapsack there.
Yeah.
It's good. That's smart. Yeah, I didn't think of that, guys. I don't see it.
You should be an architect.
It kind of looks like a
Kinda looks
worm.
more like a worm. That's so mean.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Like, haha. Look who's got
Oh,
a
you
worm
got-
in
you-
their chimney.
You got a worm coming out of your chimney. You really know a lot about this. Shiloh smiled without a word. And that was that for the current topic. Maku, can I see what you did? Sure. He scooted just a bit nearer and began surveying your work. All you really knew about mansions was that they were supposed to be big, so you'd gone really big. It was the size of the country club that Lizzie played golf at. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, compared
does
to
play
Cove and
golf, I think.
Shiloh's buildings. Oh, I thought you just hogged the entire beach.
The whole half of the beach.
I'm like, that's wild, homie. We were supposed to make a fucking mansion. Cove was making a castle. How is our building bigger than his?
Crazy work.
Shiloh quickly decided to jump into new conversation.
Hey, Maku. What did you do? This is my mansion. It looks great. Your house is so big.
It's not a house, it's a mansion.
Mansion, fucking idiot. Uncultured.
Stupid. Thanks.
You just fucking stare at him.
You're welcome.
I don't think that's the same as a house.
I
Huh?
would have just stared at him, honestly.
Like, did you hear what I said?
Huh? Is being a house bad?
No.
No, but we each made our own place. Nobody is the same. I think we are. Shiloh said I don't see.
We're all the same on the inside.
Shiloh's just a baby.
He's just a little guy.
Cove raised an eyebrow at that. If something is the only one of that thing, that makes it special.
Yeah, for sandcastles and stuff.
People too. What the fuck? We're 8 years old!
Oh my god, bro. You're gonna give this poor baby an existential crisis.
My dad always says how everybody is their own man, a real individual.
I don't think I'm very special.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Jesus!
Why not? Nobody else is you. Oh my god, Cove, an actual king. He's just a baby! Shiloh simply shook his head.
I'm not different.
Oh my god. A beat passed between the two. Cove then looked down at his own work again. Okay. He didn't seem too He didn't seem to be bothered leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind.
Bro's priorities.
Real. My dad tried to get me to make sandcastles for the first time when we came to this beach. I didn't want to. Cove trailed off. Again, there was another moment of silence. Shiloh shifted and opened his mouth to say something, but Cove spoke up before he could. You didn't think he noticed that Shiloh was going to talk.
Oh my god.
Shiloh's just a baby. Hey, do you know what happened when your moms met my dad, Maku? You waited to see if Shiloh would say what he wanted to. When he didn't, you considered Cove's question.
I wasn't there. They didn't tell me.
I just remember what happened when I met your dad. Mr. Holden had been a weird stranger then. He still kind of was. No other parent acted like him, but you knew him better at this point. Now that you thought about it, it made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulled from your thoughts when Cove continued. Oh, well, I was there. Cove, like, why the fuck would you ask me if you knew?
Oh, Jesus.
I wasn't there.
I don't think my mom has met your dad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she
To be
hasn't.
part of the conversation.
My mom hasn't met your dad yet.
He's just a baby. Maku's parents and my dad met the same day I met her. I'm gonna say what happened. It's just a casual little reminder just for everyone. This is following the Maku lore, so because Maku at the age of 8 identified using she/her pronouns, we're going to be using she/her pronouns in step 1. Maku no longer identifies with she/her pronouns.
Yes.
So, you know, just a quick little reminder that if you see a discrepancy, that's what it is.
Yes.
Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His hat cast a shadow over his face. You could still tell he was upset at not being included in Cove's choice of topic.
Poor thing! Oh my god, this poor baby.
He's just a baby. Also, this hat is insane. I'm like looking at it now.
Bro, this hat is fucking huge.
This hat's crazy, dude.
Who gave him that hat? That can't be his.
He's just a baby. That was kind of boring for him, though giving people their own turn to say the things they want is important too. I think Shiloh wants to talk to Cove.
No, because like Cove is just Cove
Cove
is
is
just going off, just like this is where I watched my parents die, Parappa.
I'm the teacher. I'm sure to beat you.
Oh my god.
Huh? We were talking, just not right now. I'm talking to you. You can listen. Oh my god!
That's crazy!
He's just a baby!
Yeah,
Shiloh's-
no, I'd walk into the ocean. I'm sorry.
Shiloh's expression barely flickered at the words. He still looked put off. Cove continued like the interruption hadn't happened. He was determined to tell the tale. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us. Only some stuff that would fit in Dad's car. We didn't even get a moving truck.
I was trauma dumped.
Oh my god. I sat in there while Dad brought it all inside. I didn't want to get out because I knew Dad would make me look around the new house. I really didn't want to do that. Cove, no, NTR, Dad didn't teach you that. What? His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that. Then I saw your moms. They were in a car too and stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere or something. My dad noticed. He waved his hand, then went over to the front of your house where he started talking to them. I don't know what they said. I couldn't hear it. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I wanted to get away and went behind the houses. I found those hills there. The ones where we met for the first time. Cove nodded, then stared at you. You stared back. He didn't go on to say anything more.
That was all you wanted to
Yeah.
say. That was all you wanted to say.
Aren't you gonna finish your story? Cove's brow wrinkled like he didn't understand why you were surprised.
Huh?
That's all that happened. Okay. Why did you want to tell the story if nothing happened?
You really gotta get better at telling stories.
That was a pretty bad story. Thanks for telling me. Okay, at the age of 8, I think I would say okay.
Same.
Today
In my
I would
head,
say
I would be
thanks
like,
for.
what the fuck? Did you say that for?
Yeah, in my head I'd be
I
like,
wouldn't say it
nothing
out loud.
happened, homie. But like, I'd be like, oh, okay. What is it? What? I just started my day. Hi, Justin.
Hi.
You said that in a weird way. I don't think I did. Cove narrowed his eyes at you,
Now you're
suspicious. Shiloh's mouth twisted into a scowl of disbelief, but he said nothing.
Oh, this poor thing.
What did I come into? Cove trauma dumped, but there was no real trauma.
It was just, man, my dad made me move here, and I really didn't want to move here. Anyways, the end.
I saw your moms park their car and then I left.
I saw your moms park their car, and seeing them do that filled me with an indescribable rage, and I just had to run to the
Should I be glad
forest.
I missed it? Honestly, Justin, I think you should not be glad that you missed any part of my streams.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm joking, Justin. I appreciate you coming in whenever you can.
Yeah, we love Justin.
We love Justin.
Why'd you bring that up anyway? There was a slight shrug of Cove's shoulders.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
I was thinking about it because of the sandcastle. It made me remember when I moved to here, Dad showed me the beach first before we went back to the car to unpack. Why? What do you mean, why? What the fuck? Homie.
You know what? Crazy work. Mods, ban this. It's me. I'm Mods. I'm literally Mod.
He was really excited about it for some reason. Cove's brow furrowed a little more as he quietly raked his hands through the sand. I get it. I don't. You thought maybe Mr. Holden wasn't that excited about the beach and was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to its end. Even Cove was done with it. Some other topic had popped into his head. Shiloh fidgeting uncontrollably in the sand had made Cove aware of his presence again.
This poor thing.
They looked at each other. Cove looks so tired, homie. He's just a
He
baby.
does.
He looks so unimpressed. This is a child. This is a baby. They looked at each other, and you could only wonder what this might be about. Hey, Shiloh.
Yeah?
Why are you always turning so red?
Oh my God! Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
He's just a baby, please.
Bro, he's literally just sitting there.
Yeah.
He's just there. Leave him alone.
He doesn't. Even when nothing is happening. Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither you or Shiloh had expected that to be how he got included in the conversation again.
Because why is he being so mean right now?
I don't know, I guess.
Okay, it's kind of weird.
Jesus!
Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment and his lips twitched and he was blushing even harder than before. Maybe it wasn't only this, perhaps it was simply the last straw, but it was a big deal to Shiloh. A huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? My face turning red is weird, bro.
He's just
That's
a
just my face.
baby. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but you soon got an answer.
Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses, and nobody's named Cove.
Who asked you to come?
Oh my god.
It was probably just your dad bugging Maku's family some more because you don't have anyone else who'll ever play with.
Oh my god!
Oh my God! The Bumbleclad!
The Bumbleclad!
The Bumbleclad!
Oh my god! Cove blinked. The tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to laugh off. It didn't seem like the kind of thing he'd get upset about, though you had never known what kind of thing would bother Shiloh.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I was just wondering. Hey, let's build another sandcastle!
Oh no!
You tried to play on your own.
Are we gonna build some more?
Hey guys, let's just build another sandcastle! The day's gonna be over
Guys.
soon!
Maku, you're right. The sun is going down so fast.
You all went back to making more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Yeah. Shiloh's cheeriness was
was
clearly gone, and Cove looked as confused as ever about why the other boy had blown up. Cove, homie.
What do you mean you? Oh.
The air stayed uncomfortable the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment that Shiloh's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. At least you tried to do something to resolve it, though, and it seemed like it helped. Even though Shiloh's smile when he said goodbye to Cove wavered, it stayed as bright as ever for you. Now leave Maku alone. Let him be alone in his misery. Oh my god!
Huh?
I just...
Huh?
I just want a hand to hold.
What?
That had to count for something. But with Shiloh gone and the sun going down, you knew it was time for you and Cove to head to your own houses. The two of you trailed out of the park together towards the neighborhood. The walk home was quiet. You passed by familiar landmarks, shoes thumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up in thinking about something. What's up, Cove? Something was definitely up, so you chose to reach out to him and ask. Hey, Cove, is everything okay? You're making a funny face.
Oh.
I was just wondering. Cove fell silent again for a few seconds and then sighed. Why'd Shiloh act like that when I said he was all red a lot? You're being rude? He's just a baby! Oh, wait, he's just being a baby. That's awful. You shouldn't make fun of him. I don't know. It's just Shiloh. He gets embarrassed.
Oh man.
Yeah, Cove, homie, you were being rude to him. No, I wasn't. It looked like that to me, and it wasn't just saying that one thing. You're not very nice to Shiloh.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean it like that. Shiloh's kind of weird to talk to.
See, that right there is
See?
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of rude. I guess I can get it. Why you would do that. Sometimes I get really mad too. Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cove's mood was still sour. Hey, Maku, was Shiloh telling the truth? Huh? His gaze left yours as he dug the sole of his shoe into the ground. He looked oddly vulnerable for a second. Does my dad make you hang out with me? I know he talks to your moms about that a lot. An uncomfortable weight settled in your chest at the question. You liked spending time with Cove. You didn't even have to think hard about it. You knew you did. But you couldn't help feeling guilty. Cove still didn't know what happened when you met Mr. Holden. Your dad does do a lot of stuff, so you'll hang out with my family, but Shiloh shouldn't have said that. That's wild to say. That's crazy to say.
Definitely crazy.
Decided to tell him the truth about how his dad... No, we're not going to tell him about how his dad offered. Nobody's making me spend time with you. Cove's shoulders relaxed. You hadn't even noticed that he had tensed up. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anyway, I didn't think you were pretending. I just wanted to make sure it was okay is all.
Thanks.
Thanks for telling me. Your throat tightened. It was hard to meet Cove's earnest gaze again. Keeping secrets was hard. Man, these kids are really good kids. Back in my day, there'd have been little hands being thrown. Yeah, no, same!
No, same. Exactly that. Literally exactly that.
Someone
would have ended up in the hospital.
Someone would have had their, like, nose broken.
Yeah, no, someone would have ended up getting thrown into the ocean. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. By now, the two of you were on the sidewalk near your houses. It was time to part ways. You hugged Cove goodbye. You stepped forward and wrapped your arms around him tightly. You turned your head, resting your cheek on his shoulder. This is so cute.
Here's just little
Cove
guys.
stood there awkwardly with his hands at his sides. He wasn't much of a hugger, but you didn't get the impression he was unhappy that you were. Bye,
Oh, look at
Cove.
his
See
little
you tomorrow.
smile.
He's just a little guy. Enjoy ad jail. Yeah. Bye, Maku. You pulled away, then jogged towards your house. When you looked back, you saw Cove making his way back home too. As if he felt your eyes on him, he turned around. He waved. You did too. You still felt a little unsure with what you were supposed to do about the deal Cove's dad had offered. We don't do anything about it!
You got free money.
Oh, I
You don't
turned
even
it
have to
down.
do something you don't want to do.
I straight up turned it down. I was like, no, I want to take money from strangers. This boy is
Oh,
gonna remember this
yeah.
hug for the rest of
I
his
remember
days. Cove will remember that.
Cove will remember. Yes, this action will have consequences.
You had no idea how Cove would take it either. It would be terrible if it made him feel bad. What if he didn't want to play with you anymore? You might change your mind sometimes. There was always tomorrow after all, but for now it's definitely something that you'd keep to yourself. With a final look,
Have to talk
you
about
went
it.
inside your house. Why don't we just don't discuss this? Like, why do we still remember this? I don't remember what happened this morning.
Apparently, this version of you has better object permanence.
Yeah, real. Okay, let's do one more.
Tonight we're gonna catch fireflies.
At this blunt declaration from your sister, you looked up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. I love macaroni and cheese.
I love mac and cheese.
Fireflies were a familiar sight over the summer, coming out on warm nights to dance through the sky. Tonight was particularly balmy. You knew there were bound to be a ton of them around. I have not seen a firefly in real life, I don't think.
I have.
Are they just as exciting, or are they actually really scary?
Oh, well, I mean, it depends on if you like bugs being on you, because they don't care. They'll just land on you
Oh,
and just stay on you. Like, they'll cling to your clothes.
do they bite?
No.
Oh,
they're
they're
completely harmless. They just glow.
they're just chilling.
Yeah, they're just chill like that.
Okay. I have not seen fireflies in real life.
Yeah, they're very chill.
I think I shared this story already, but like I did not see a slug in real life until like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It was very long and scary. I was just like, why is it so... I didn't think it would be that long. Because in my head, I'm thinking of like snails, right? Like the regular
Like
garden
tiny
snails.
snail, but without shell.
Yeah, just like a snail without shell. But then
No,
it
slugs
was...
are
they
a
were
whole different
long.
beast.
I'm like, why is it long? I don't like it. It's very scary.
I like slugs.
Oh, you are you? You started eating faster is crazy. Yeah! We're gonna catch fireflies. You rocked lightly from side to side in your seat, already excited for your after-dinner activity. Catching fireflies was a great way to spend a summer evening, and you could already envision the little lightning bugs drifting through the darkened sky. Oh, Shiloh's here.
That's a good idea, Lizzie. Can we, Mrs. Tanuki?
I just love the Tanuki family.
I love the Tanuki family. The 2 lesbian moms.
Shiloh tapped his fork against the table excitedly, his face lighting up as he looked at Lizzie. It was unusual for Shiloh to still be here. Yeah, like, what are you doing here, homie? Like, always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before her job started. But normally, she would have picked him up by now. She called before dinner to let your moms know she'd be late. You didn't hear why. Probably more work things. You thought
That
maybe
tracks.
getting to hang out with Shiloh for longer is what made Lizzie want to keep running around the house. Staying at home and watching TV was never an option for her with guests over. That's why you were pretty sure she'd get your moms to agree.
Well, it's already so dark out there.
Lizzie gave Mom the best puppy dog eyes she could, slowly spooning mac and cheese into her mouth while you waited there for their response. Like, imagine like the pleading face emoji, but like every so often she just eats mac and cheese.
Eats mac and cheese. You with popcorn.
Yeah. Me with popcorn.
We should get a Maku popcorn emote.
Real. Honestly, that's so real.
There.
Let them
Go. Nights like this don't happen every day. Your
Our
parents
moms are so
exchanged a
sweet.
look. I love our moms. Then Mom eventually sighed and nodded back.
Yes!
Along with Lizzie's cheers, you threw your arms up in triumph, but waited until you'd finished chewing to say anything because you knew it was rude to talk with your mouth full.
Fine.
Fine. Just make sure to stay on the hill behind our house with all the poppies, okay?
Duh.
Duh, Mom. That's where most of them are. The idea had only just been planted in your head, but already you could just picture all the glowing lights spread out in front of you, like the fairies from the bedtime stories Mommy read sometimes. All too quickly, it became a race to see who could finish their food first. Oh my god, guys, just enjoy the mac and cheese!
Bro, that's how you get indigestion.
No choking at the dinner table now. That's right. If someone died, we'd have to cancel the Firefly trip after all.
What an odd thing to say, Mom.
Mom said it like a joke, but you knew they were both telling you kids to slow down. Shiloh did immediately. When you looked at Lizzie, you saw her still eating faster than she should. Elizabeth,
Jeez.
no one is going to die. Jeez. A knock on the doors interrupted Mom before she could no doubt scold your sister.
I'll get it.
Your big sister jumped out of her seat and ran over to the door, pulling it open without even looking out the window to see who it was.
Huh?
Huh?
Crazy.
You shifted in your seat to try and get a glimpse of the unexpected guests.
Hi.
Good evening, Cove. Your mommy had already walked to the door by the time you managed to see past Shiloh's flappy hat. Why is Shiloh wearing a hat indoors?
I think that's just his character trait. He just has it on all the time.
Glued to his head.
Remember, the only time that you said that he took it off is when he was washing the sand off of him.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. My family would just be like, hey, small child, don't wear a hat inside.
Maybe it has sentimental value.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like a comfort thing.
Oh, Cove, hi! You're here. Cove smiled at your enthusiastic greeting and you hoped Mommy would ask him to stay. It didn't matter why he was here, it meant he could join you all in catching fireflies. Then
Him
for...
and Shiloh still have beef, though.
they're beefing. Then for a few seconds, Cove said nothing. He only stood there and looked up at your mommy with a face almost like he was considering turning around and leaving.
Oh my god, is he okay?
My dad told me to drop this off because I guess he borrowed it from you. Cove took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large side pocket. He just had a screwdriver in his pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back home when we moved. Great! Thanks! Bye! Oh my god, Lizzie!
Oh wow, crazy, crazy, crazy.
Thank you! Here, why don't you come inside for a bit? Lizzie crossed her arms and lifted her chin. Cove shrugged and Mom stood from the table too.
Oh yeah, now he has two people he's beefing with in the same house.
I'll give your dad a call to let him know you got here all right. Cove shuffled fully inside, eyes remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind him.
Hi.
Hi, Cove.
Shiloh gave Cove a friendly smile while waving by holding up his hand and opening and closing his fingers. Oh, he's just a baby.
He is just a baby.
Cove nodded in response. You could come outside with us if you want to. You weren't sure what to say, now it's wild. Hey, homie, do you want to catch fireflies? You can see Lizzie eyeing you for mentioning the excursion. Lizzie! He's my He's
Bro, that's our
my
neighbor.
He's my homie. We literally spent all day together, what?
You probably spend more time with him than you do with her.
Yeah, real. But she'd get over it. You hoped Cove would say yes. That way, you wouldn't be the odd one out with Lizzie and Shiloh anymore.
Yeah.
I can do that. I've never caught one before. It's too bad he didn't have a chance before now. The fireflies weren't out when he first moved in, and there must not have been anywhere where he used to live. We
Not
can't
thinking
go
read.
until after dinner. Imagine knowing how to read. After she pointed this out, Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Since this was very true, you decided to finish up your own stuff as well. Cove stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal.
Have you eaten yet?
Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier.
What did you have?
Eggs. There's just... just something about down.
Like, yeah, what'd you have for dinner, sweetie? Egg.
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 And it's just egg.
It's just egg. Listen, his dad's doing his best, okay?
Eggs.
Eggs.
The clipped one-word answer seemed to discourage Shiloh from asking any more questions. His eyes slowly wandered back to the last scraps of food on his plate. Her phone call with
Or you
Cove's
want some
dad.
mac and cheese?
You want some mac and cheese to go with your egg? Her phone call with Cove's dad must have ended because your mom came back into the room.
Okay.
Cove, your dad said you can stay for a little while if you'd like, but he's going to come get you before it gets too much later.
Sure.
Fun.
Oh, fun! This will be so nice.
As you polished off the meal, you hoped it would be too. The three of you all finished eating shortly after, and Lizzie led the way outside.
Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom.
Shiloh trailed so closely after Lizzie, he was nearly stepping on her heels. Cove hesitated at the door. Coming? After a moment, he did.
Bye.
Bye, kids. I'm not saying bye, children. That's weird.
Bye, children.
Bye, children. The two of you were good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and Shiloh by the time you walked outside. You pushed the door shut behind you, watching their figures get farther and farther away.
Hurry up! You're so
my God.
slow, Maku. We don't have all night.
Bro, calm down. They're not going anywhere.
You-
They're still gonna be there.
You started to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Cove still walking at a relaxed pace. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! You reached out first for his cast arm, then corrected yourself and grabbed his other hand instead. He stumbled a bit at your pull, but went along easily after he got his balance. When you arrived at the hill with Cove in tow, your eyes widened at the beautiful sight. There were a lot of fireflies out, glowing against the backdrop of the dark sky. Lizzie was already standing on top of the hill, and Shiloh was running around near the middle.
Wow.
Shiloh took a moment to come over and welcome the both of you to the hill.
Hi, guys. It's really great out, huh? See how many there are?
Should have did a death grip on that cast arm while making eye contact. No, he's a
No!
baby! Slow! Slow, he's a baby!
Shiloh looks like the type to collect bugs.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. A firefly danced through the air, landing on Cove's sea green head. Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. I like that we get to pick for Shiloh.
True.
You know what? That's funny as hell. We can laugh together. Covering your mouth with a hand, the sound escaped you, and Cove looked at you in confusion. What? You gestured to his head, and he reached up, making the firefly dart away. Cove jumped, then followed after the glow.
Oh. Oh, look. Lizzie has one. That's amazing.
Shiloh ran to the
It's not
highest
really.
point of the hill. It's not really as wild.
Not really. Fireflies are really calm bugs. They will let you just hold them.
Making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. You hummed as the group divided and conquered, shifting your gaze to the dozens of other fireflies sailing around. The game was on. You had a bandage on your thumb and you tried to be cautious of that. You had a bandage on your palm and you tried to be cautious of that. You had 2 bandages on your hand and you tried to be cautious of that. You were good at not getting cuts or scratches.
What's the difference?
The cuts that I would have on my fingers were like, you know when you pull on hangnails?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be, like, cautious. I would just be like, oh, whoops, I have a Band-Aid. But, yeah, no, I guess I'm good at not getting cuts or scratches. Spotting one
Yeah, no,
close
I was
by.
clumsy as a child.
Honestly, that's real. You approached it with assassin-like stealth, crouching down to make yourself seem less like a threat. Slowly dragging one foot in front of the other, you crept up towards it, arms outstretched. You close your hands around the little glowing orb, careful not to crush it. The firefly landed on your palm, almost docile, and you stared down at your prize in delight. Its tiny legs tickled your skin, and you giggled at the sensation. Cove kept up with his own target, but when he tried to grab it, his pink cast waved awkwardly through the air, foiling his efforts to clap his hands around the firefly. Yeah, he has a
Oh.
broken fucking arm. Ugh.
Oh, poor
Cove,
thing.
he's just a baby, man. Cove watched it vanish into thin air with a dissatisfied expression on his face. He told,
Oh.
made a joke. You did your own thing. Cove, you can do it, buddy.
You'll get the next one.
Or imagine a kid with a broken arm tries to catch a firefly and is
Yeah.
like, "Hey, look at the one I caught. Hey, look at what you can't do."
Oh no, did your broken ass arm fail you?
That's great.
Did you catch one? You nodded and Cove gave up his hunt for the moment, coming closer and peering at the insect still crawling across your palm. You held out your hand and he leaned closer, eyes widening a tad behind the glasses. Cove remained hypnotized by the little bug as he inched his hand closer to yours. Ultimately, he settled his fingers lightly over top of the ones you were holding open. It tingled. Oh my god, we're so cute.
We're so little.
You pulled your hand back as wild. Stayed very still. The last thing you wanted was to accidentally scare this shiny treasure off. I thought it said shitty.
Ooh.
His hand is huge, hello?
Oh my god.
Look at my little baby hand.
Little baby.
His hand's huge, hello?
Or unless we're just really tiny.
My hand is very small. It is true.
Maka has baby hands.
It is true, I have baby hands. Don't catch fireflies. Some species are at risk of being endangered. Oh, really?
Yeah, fireflies do have a lot of different variants that are not too populated anymore.
Guys, look for a guy/girl the way Cove looks at bugs.
Yo, so real.
You're so real for. Does that mean I am less than a bug? Oh no, no, Justin. That's
look
not
at you
true.
the way that Cove looks at bugs.
I mean, I won't.
Oh.
That look is reserved for an anime boy.
So real.
Very specific one.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, did you know it's almost my payday, so that means that I can get another figure.
Oh no, Mako.
I make bad financial decisions.
Don't, please.
No. Where I live, there used to be a ton of them every summer, but now it's every few years. I actively try to protect their habitats when I can. That's so sweet.
That's good. Protect the nature.
Protect the nature. I just straight up have never seen a fucking firefly, so, you know. I don't know if it's because I didn't touch grass in the evening or like what.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
I didn't go out in the evening. The evening was time for Jeopardy.
You're so real for that.
I love Jeopardy.
I also love Jeopardy.
The firefly, noticing the new connection, crawled up onto Cove's hand. He quietly gasped. It worked! Yeah, you got one. Is it that our hand is baby, or maybe his hand is closer to the camera?
Yeah, no, I don't think that perspective works that way. I think our hands are just baby.
Our hands are baby. Cove's lips turned up into a slow smile, and his eyes shined brighter than the bug. Thanks, Maku. With a laugh, he gave the palm of your hand a friendly smack, performing an awkward low five. Oh my god, he's such a baby. He's so sweet.
He's such a little guy.
Startled by the extreme movement, the tiny light disappeared before you could even blink. Your firefly was gone.
At least he didn't accidentally kill it.
And I know, I was like...
That'd be crazy.
he slapped your hand, effectively killing the bug.
Oh, no.
You teared up as crazy. There's like so many.
I would start crying,
we
honestly.
could
I
like
would.
we could get more. It's fine. That's okay. I couldn't keep it forever. No, it's okay because we could just catch more.
Right, there's more right here.
That like I see them.
I see them right now.
Right. Bugs have to stay outside.
That is not how I would have thought.
Let's get another. Yeah, let's get another. It's like I see them. You decide to collect more. We can work together. His face broke out into a wide grin. We'll get a bunch. With renewed vigor, you ran out into the hill. You're not sure how much time passed while you were in the thick of it. All you could focus on was the adventure at hand. No critter was safe from your grasp. At first, you tried to keep a tally of how many you'd caught, but once the number grew higher than 10, you had no more fingers left to count. That's real.
So real.
You were having the time of your life, racing up and down the hill with the crash of the ocean and the sound of everyone's laughter echoing in the background. The bugs will be endangered by now. You have enough for one date. You don't need more. What are you talking? The bugs? The baby. We're babies. We're just catching bugs.
Max!
Yeah, I keep forgetting that my name is Max.
This is Max here, yeah.
This way.
You followed the sound of Cove's voice to the top of the hill, watching as he stretched his arms in front of him, reaching with his fingers and only narrowly missing his target. Why don't we just hold our hand out and wait? Is that not how you catch them? Can't you just like hold your hand out and wait? Like maybe I'm a party pooper.
I mean, yeah, you can. But kids don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah. Cove and you took turns trying to scare fireflies into the direction of the other. You showed him some techniques that you had learned, like how to cup your hands correctly, and he listened attentively before trying for himself. You have a fucking cast on your arm. There were a few times when you almost ran into each other, giggling as you dove to the side at the last moment. Luckily, disaster was avoided each time. We shouldn't run into him. He has a cast on his arm.
He has a cast on his arm, guys. Let's
Tomorrow
calm
news,
down.
firefly population down by 50% because a Tanuki captured all of them. Real.
And you know what? Fair enough. It was a necessary sacrifice.
It was a necessary sacrifice. It was an overall huge success with the both of you catching multiple fireflies each, hell yeah. Eventually, the fireflies began to thin out, yeah, because we caught them all.
Oh god.
And your energy started to lapse. You decided it was time to call off the hunt. Cove didn't complain, he breathed in heavily and his face seemed really flushed. That was a lot of... That was fun. A lot of fun. You smiled at him broadly, happy that he enjoyed the activity. Yeah, it was.
Come on. Maku, Cove, get up here. We're gonna have a race.
Where?
The shouting caught you off guard. It had been a while since you heard from Lizzie or Shiloh. You glanced over to see them both standing on the top of the hill again, Lizzie beckoning to you with quick hand gestures. If she was like that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up the incline you went. From the corner of your eye, you saw Cove was coming as well. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot. So you thought he might be intrigued just by the idea of a race.
Hi.
Why are you more emotionally mature than your older sister?
Oh, you know. Fireflies fly slower as a mating practice, so they're easier for us to catch as children. I like that I'm learning new things about fireflies.
Cove!
Hi.
Cove, you can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. Oh my god.
At least she cares.
As Lizzie pointed this out, Cove froze in place. Oh, it was that kind of raise. He frowned down at his cast. That was the second time it got in the way tonight. My poor little guy.
Poor thing.
What?
Yeah, you'll watch and see who gets to the bottom first. That's important. Got it?
I guess.
The cast was sturdy. If he was careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else the referee. But it was already decided.
No, you can still speak up and say something about it.
No, we can stay with Cove.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's okay. I want to watch. You moved beside him on the top of the hill, even though Lizzie eyed you and made a face.
That's not how races work. We only need one referee.
Who made you the Queen of England? Shut up. Sorry.
You beefing with a child.
I am. I am.
Shrugging your shoulders, you refused to budge, and Lizzie let out a huff before throwing her hands in the air.
Fine. I'll be the winner whether you join or not.
Lizzie moved to lay down, and Shiloh did the same. Cove stood slightly to the side to get a better vantage point, and you stood next to him. Oh, I study entomology in my free time. I love that for you, homie.
I love it when chatters are like actual normal people that do normal things.
I think in my free time, I just message Kumo and cry.
Yeah. And I love you for it. No, it's really funny too, like specifically with Slow, because right now they're talking about entomology and like really interesting shit about fireflies and insects, and then the other half of the time they're talking about NTR.
Yeah, they're talking about NTR. They're talking about attractive moms.
Oh, the duality of man.
I look at insects all day, bro. I'm not normal.
Well,
Listen, that's
totally
fine.
normal behavior. What do you mean?
Cove stood up a little straighter. It seemed like he was taking his newfound referee duties pretty seriously. 3, 2, 1, go! Lizzie and Shiloh took off, letting gravity do the work and rolling at high speeds towards the bottom of the hill. You and Cove leaned forward to watch them go, eyes peeled for which of the two would reach the bottom first. They were both neck and neck until about halfway down the hill. Lizzie started to veer off to the side, giving Shiloh a huge advantage. She obviously hadn't noticed a thing, and as soon as Shiloh reached the bottom of the hill, he jumped up excitedly and threw his hands in the air.
I won!
Almost immediately, he fell back onto the grass, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. Yeah,
He's just
I
a baby.
would not be able to do that anymore.
You know, I would get so nauseous.
I just stand up quickly and I feel fucking nauseous, bro.
No, it was so real, so real. If I stand up too fast, I'm going on the ground. Oh, and that's on iron deficiency.
I don't get enough chances to talk about insects and parasites, but I'll take any chance to talk about MILFs.
Oh, we love you, Slow.
Help! Almost immediately, he fell back onto the grass, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. Lizzie stomped out of the bush she had ended up in, spluttering angrily, and brushing leaves from the front of her dress.
Not bad. You got lucky. Let's do it again and see who wins for real.
No!
Kids, it's time to come in. No!
You snickered, feeling grateful you hadn't been a part of the mini debacle. You caught Cove's eyes and saw that he was doing the same. It had gotten late and was beginning to feel just a bit chilly as you made your way out of the hills, but the cold in the air hadn't dampened anyone's spirits. The four of you walked back home together side by side down your neighborhood street, discussing the evening, with each person trying to prove that they were the ones who caught the most fireflies. Enjoy the ad break, everyone. You knew...
Enjoy your time in jail.
Enjoy your time in ad jail. You knew that whoever really did catch the most didn't matter much anyway. All that mattered was that you all had a good time, which, judging by the smiles on everyone's faces, you did. Nice.
Yeah, mate.
Lovely.
Let me save the game. Yeah. And then let's move over to the bedroom.
Yay.
Yay.
Hold on, let me see. Is there anyone else playing this game? Maybe we, like, when we raid out, we can raid out.
Are there?
No, it's just, it's just
It's just you. No. No.
just me. Alright, let me see who we can raid out to.
Who's live right now, actually? Anyone we know?
Bamboo is doing art. But I think, like, starting a raid while everyone is in ad jail is kind of nasty.
That is kind of nasty work.
Alright, they're back. Okay. Welcome.
Yippee.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you all enjoyed ad jail.
Yes, it's just time for us to raid out.
Time for us to raid out. But I hope that you all have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homie, this
Such
week is
nice
such a
time.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's
it really is
it's
such
been-
a week.
It's
and
been 2
just
fucking
started.
days. Yeah, it's been
It just started.
2 fucking days. And it's such a week. But I hope that you
Ooh.
all have a good one.
Yeah. I'm
Do
so
I-
happy.
I'm so happy.
Yay.
Yay.
What's our raid message?
Alright. There's the
See,
raid message.
Space Tanuki and Cloudy Spider.
Cloudy Spider's pretty fucking funny. But I'll see you guys soon, okay? We're raiding out to Bamboo. He's doing art right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.